Please, you've given all the service that you can. It's time to retire.
The good schoolboy will be close by. He'll want to know my response. I understand if you want to tie your shoe. It's a dirty business, Edward. I've been part of it for far too long. You might want to think about getting yourself a new pair of shoes, Edward. There's a wonderful shop in St. James's, Mr. Pettimbone's. He's bootmaker to the king. But then, I suppose we all are in our own way, aren't we? Bootmakers to kings. Get out while you still can. While you still believe. While you still have a soul.
What would you like me to be?
Well, I'd like you to be what you are.
Have we met before, sir?
No, but I have a very familiar face. And voice and physique.
Captain James McLean, Lord Gibson, my uncle. We met at Rochester's.
The devil we did.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, sir.
I don't suppose he has tuppence to rub together, yet you think he's marvellous.
Well, he doesn't make my flesh crawl.
Thank you.
I'm a good judge of character, McLean. And in my opinion, you're in deficit. That is to say, I see nothing noteworthy about your physiognomy or your general appearance. In summary, I don't like the cut of your jib. Good night to you, sir. Rebecca. Rebecca!
What happened to your lip?
My horse threw me.
Good night.
Jib?
I'm not interested in politics.
And why fight? Why risk your life?
For your country.
Nobody fights for their country. They fight for their family, for someone they love.
Does it matter?
Depends if you're on our side.
I'm on your side.
Yes, I think you are.
'Ancient Rome. 12 years into the rule of Tiberius, ruler Maximus, Rome's legions are masters of the world. The stomp of its sandals heard from the Iberian Peninsula in the west, through the halls of the great library of Alexandria in the east. As oppressed people everywhere writhe under the Roman lash, freeman and vassal are united in one compulsory worship. The Emperor, Caesar, is Godhead, Lord of every man's body and spirit. For those who will not submit, the galleys, the arenas, even crucifixion await. But there is a new wind blowing from the east, from the dusty streets of Bethlehem, that will soon challenge the vast house of Caesar. That edifice, wrought of brick and blood, which now seems so secure.
Godfrey, you look like you're on a cruise to the South Seas.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. It's very kind of you. I got the idea from a picture I saw last week south of the Pago. I thought it looked rather open air.
Take it off.
Captain, might I be excused, please?
Certainly not. Now listen, men. Sergeant Wilson's mission is to reach our flag undetected. So, we'll all need to keep our eyes peeled at all times.
Listen! Something's coming.
If I know Wilson, he'll have charmed his way into a lift. Conceal yourselves, men. Madam, I'm most terribly sorry.
I thought I saw a tree move.
I had to, Captain. Mr. Godfrey wanted to use me as a convenience. I'm afraid my call of nature called rather loudly.
I fear we mistook you for a Nazi spy. Yes, thank you, Walker.
Miss Winters, Associated Press.
Captain Mannering, Warmington Home Guard.
What a coincidence. I'm doing an article on the Home Guard of Warmington-on-Sea for the Lady magazine.
Us? In a real magazine? We're going up in the world, lads. Hey?
You tell a single soul about this, and I'll cut your balls off.
Nice bloke.
There's another famine in India. More trouble in Ireland, I'm afraid. Suez is a perennial nightmare, and I'm afraid the Boers are at it again.
Is there any good news, Prime Minister?
Well, we've decided to annex Zululand, Your Majesty.
Whatever for?
We really have to box in the Boers if we possibly
Prime
can.
Minister, you really are terribly depressing.
Yes.
Ah, sandwiches. Mm.
Indian Prime Minister, inspired by the Mughal emperors.
But I don't understand. Who gave her permission to build this in the first place?
Don't blame me. I was in Monte Carlo.
I'm afraid she's a law unto herself, Prime Minister.
For God's sake, she'll be wearing a burqa next.
Prime Minister, you are late.
I'm terribly sorry, Your Majesty.
Well, let us begin. This, as you can see, is the Indian corridor. The Durbar room was designed by Mr. Bahram Singh.
The place is crawling with them.
We have commissioned a series of portraits of eminent Indians. This, Princess Gaurama, and this, of course, is the Munshi.
Honor to meet you, Mr. Prime Minister, sir.
A good likeness, don't you think?
I'd asked him to take a few pounds off. This is my wife, Mr. Prime Minister, sir. And that is my mother-in-law. At least I think that's the right way around. These are my servants, Mohammed and Ahmed.
And this is the Durbar room.
What the hell is going on here, Ponsonby?
The carvings are from Uttar Pradesh. And the carpet was woven in a jail in Agra. Perfect, I think, for the tableau. But the pièce de résistance is the peacock throne, an exact copy of the one at Agra. And of course, the Kohinoor. Now, I really do feel like the Empress of India.
I thought you were supposed to be dying.
It really is a remarkable addition to the house, Your Majesty.